Hi guys, it's me Natty, and if you guys haven't guessed what the video is from the title, well, it's about bullying in the BJD hobby, and yeah, heavy topic. So I've been on Tumblr for a year, I've been on BJD Addicts for over a year, and I've been a moderator for BJD Addicts since January, and I've been in the BJD hobby for 5 years this August, and I have to say, I kind of miss the days of ignorance, because I only got Tumblr and a whole bunch of other stuff just for this hobby. So the BJD tag on Tumblr is usually filled with really cool stuff like people's dolls, work in products, sales, box openings, all that really cool stuff. But then there are the people who think the internet is a great place to hoist up their dirty laundry for everyone in the world to see. So most people see internet bullying as personally directed comments, email harassment, posting videos lying about someone, stuff like that. But those are just the basics. Like, online bullying in the BJD hobby is a lot different than in-person bullying, and it's crazy, guys. In-person bullying can be as harsh as being called rude names or being pushed and beaten up by other people, or it can be as simple as like people scoffing at you when you try to raise your hand to answer a question in class. But that kind of stuff can't really be done on the internet, so bullying takes it to a whole new level. Online, everything gets around a lot faster, which makes everything so much more dangerous for everyone. Like, one post can be seen by hundreds of thousands, millions of people. So online bullying is kind of dangerous, you guys. And even though the BJD community is rather small, it can be escalated to a whole new level if somebody really wanted it to. So these are 5 of the types of online bullying that seem to be most prominent in our hobby. Thanks to typesofbullying.org, which the link will be in the description, for setting up these definitions for everybody to follow. So the first one is cyberstalking. And it's the type of bullying that involves someone individually sending messages through text messages, emails, or social media like Facebook and Tumblr. And these messages can either be threatening, rude, or just plain, like, trying to hurt somebody's feelings. The second one is probably the most common type, and it's usually seen on the BJD confessions pages on Tumblr, so everybody can post anonymously, which is called flaming. And this specific form of bullying involves the correspondence of using electronic communications as a method to bully. So bullying through this method could be done in like chat rooms, instant messages, through email, and like I said, Tumblr and Facebook. This sort of public type of bullying is where somebody is publicly harassed and humiliated online. And flaming refers to the arguments which kind of follow afterwards, which try to drive like annoyance and harsh language towards a single person or a group. The third type is exclusion, which does happen in like schools and regular groups out there today. And exclusion's the type of bullying that occurs when someone is singled out and then just completely excluded from a group. The group in turn will do whatever they can online to taunt the excluded person through rude text messages and emails. So yeah, it's not fun. The fourth type of bullying I'm going to be talking about is called outing. And this type of bullying isn't too common with the BJD hobby, but it's still incredibly dangerous, which is why you should never share personal information with people online. Outing occurs when individuals share unique but private information through like mobile phones. I feel like I'm a grandma. Cell phones and like forums, instant messaging, that kind of thing. And then the person that they're sending it to posts it online, and then the individual will then be outed once the information has been publicly shared throughout the internet. And the last one I'm going to talk about is called masquerading. And it, again, is really, really common in the hobby. And it's kind of more sophisticated kind of bullying, because bullying isn't sophisticated, but like just the term, because it takes so much time to do. And it's where somebody creates a fake identity in order to harass someone else, all while protecting their regular identity. So yeah, that would take a lot of time, and I don't understand why people would do that. But look, guys, like, I've been bullied online and off. Like, people have sent me messages from time to time saying some pretty darn hurtful things, or they make public confessions about me, and I don't get why, because I'm not a, like, person in the hobby that's really well known. Like, instances at school, like in real life, I was almost expelled because my bullies said that, like, they made a false accusation against me towards, like, the teachers, and I got in trouble even though it was completely false. And so there's bullying in real life, but it's not a fun experience, especially like if it were to happen to anyone else. It'd be horrible. So my advice, not just to people in the BJD hobby, but to everyone, like, if you really, really need to lash out at someone, or if you're really aching to make a fool out of them in front of the entire world, just don't do it. Like, is it really worth it to make someone so depressed and so hated by everyone that they can't function normally? Like, the answer to that is no. I know this sounds really cliche, guys, but, like, how would you feel if somebody started doing this kind of stuff to you? It wouldn't be that great, right? So, we're mostly adults in this hobby, like adults collecting dolls. So, I think we should really kind of band together and start acting our age. So, here's a few tips. Like, if you don't like someone's face up on a doll, instead of saying something like, "This person's face up looked like a kid with crayons did it," how about something like, "Hey, that was okay for a first try, but here's some tips so that next time your doll can look even better." Technically, it sounds so much better to be nice, guys. Like, instead of posting on Tumblr, "I don't want to see your ugly little doll every time I open up my Facebook." Like, just try blocking that person, or better yet, just deal with it. Like, it's their doll, it makes them happy, they do this hobby for themselves, not anybody else. So, if you are, like, being bullied to the point where you want to avoid the internet, or worse, you want to avoid, like, everything, it's my personal belief that you should go and seek help from the proper authorities. Like, call the cops. I mean, cyber harassment and bullying is a punishable crime nowadays, and nobody should have to fall victim to it, like, at all. Well, that's my 2 cents on the matter. I want to let you guys know, though, that I am here for you, and I'd be more than happy to, like, chat it up with you guys if you need someone to talk to. And don't quit the hobby. Don't quit on doing something you love just because somebody else said something hurtful. Like, you joined this hobby for you and for the dolls, right? So, that's all I got to say. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!